All right, and just for the heck of it, what I want you to do is to close your eyes. Okay, take your left hand, put it on your heart. And what I want you to do, Mr. David, shut your eyes. I want you to think about your perfect number 10 week. What would it look like? And think about it for 1 second, maybe 3 seconds. What do you do early morning? If you could have anything you want, what your week would look like. Maybe there is work in there. Maybe there's some meditation in the morning. Maybe a walk on the beach with the doggies. Think about it. Perfect 10 day, perfect 10 week. Maybe walking with me in the morning. Okay. Let's just open our eyes. I have to stand right here. Yeah? And what I want you to think about is that perfect 10. And I believe for all of us here, all of us business owners, how many business owners do we have here? Company owners, life owners. All right. I believe very strongly and very passionately that we can create a company that can actually work for us. We can live a life and be with at work that works for us, that we can get that perfect 10 week. Do you believe in that? I don't see hands up. Now keep your hands up for a second, okay? How many of you open a business, a company, that it was actually your passion, your mission, everything you ever wanted to have in a company, and you opened it one day because it was extension of who you are? How many? Really a part of you. Now, how many of you thought when you opened a business, a company, wrote a book, anything that was yours, that you're going to have more freedom, more money, lots of more money, and a lot more flexibility? When you opened it, thank you, Katie. When you opened it and you thought about all the things, how many of you really it turned up to be that you have a lot more money and a lot more flexibility and a lot more freedom in your business? Whoa, Katie! But not that many, right? This is my husband, Bill, who sits right there, and myself. And this is the day we decided to get rid of our children, which we did. And actually, they got rid of us. But then again, we jumped into having a couple of more dogs, some more children, and we decided this is it. We don't want to live in the suburbs anymore, and we want to go back to the city. So that's what we did. My name is Ronit Enos, and I don't know if anyone knows me here. I know a little bit knows me here. But I owned a salon for 16 years, and I've been a hairdresser for over 30 years. And for me, I knew that I always wanted to open a business that can serve my goals. If I wanted to be at the beach, I didn't want to be interrupted by my receptionist telling me that somebody is pissed off. If I wanted to travel to see my friends, I didn't want to have a problem that I cannot do it, that I have to be tied back to my company. I really wanted to have that kind of life that the business serves me. And I believe very much true that we can do it. Now, we all really wanted a beautiful business. So we did. We opened a business, just like everybody else. We opened a business, we built beautiful floors. I imported floors from Italy, and it was awesome because the business really worked beautifully. But very quickly, we even got a lot of awards. We got plenty of awards. We did everything that we've learned this past 2 days here. We've learned that we had to put some system in place, so we did. We put education in place, so we did. We trained everybody to go behind the values, and they did. And we had such an amazing team that followed us through the whole time. And it was really great, but it was a really tough journey. And as all of you know, it was a tough journey. At the end of every month, no matter what we did, no matter when we expanded our salon the first time, expanded again the second time, and then when we moved to a bigger location, which was incredible, no matter what we did, at the end of every time, this is how I felt. I felt so lost. Why? Because I was just working my ass off all the time. Never stopped. The times that I was behind the chair, I was thinking about home. I want to go to the children. I felt guilty. The times that I went back to the salon, to the house, I felt like I needed to be back into the salon because my team is there without me. What business think like that? What companies think like that, right? Does anybody feel that way? These are your children, right? Whether they're at home or whether they're there. So I knew that this is not going to continue because this is a true story. My teacher, my son teacher is my client. She sits down at the color table and I'm doing her color. And she's telling me, Ronit, where's Willie? I haven't seen him today. And I said, what do you mean? Is he not at school? And she says to me, Ronit, I haven't seen him for over 7 days. And I'm like, what are you talking about? This is my son's teacher. This is what I raised, a son that cannot even lie very well. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna call Bill. Bill, did you hear about Willie not being here? And he says to me, no, nothing. Willie's at school. And I said, there's no way, he hasn't been at school for 1 week. 1 week. Let me tell you, there's many stories down that road. Yeah. This has gone into a very long road with Willie. Yeah, he just definitely gave us a long spin. But today he's doing really great. But it was really hard because I became that parent that sat down in my chair, that told me that their kids are perfect. And I always think to myself, what do you tell me their kids are perfect? Don't you know what they're doing out there? I was the one of them, one of those parents. Never had time. So I decided at that point, this is done. I'm going to become a badass today. So I thought to myself, what do successful people do? Because I hired many, many coaches, millions of coaches, and they were all incredible. Just like all of us in that room, just like how passionate we are about helping everybody in this room. But I thought to myself, what are they doing? Those successful people that I'm not doing because I have done everything and I'm the most successful owner there is. Seriously, I am. Why? Because I brought home 6 figures business, 6 figures income. My business was very profitable. All of the great things that we have, it was. But what was I doing that they were doing that I was not doing? What's going on here? And I figured it out. Did you know that 70% of businesses closes door between 1 to 5 years? Did you know that? Did you know that out of the 30%, only 5% actually thrive? I wanted to thrive. So this is what I found out. They work on 3 principles. They have extraordinary amount of wealth, they have control in their business, and therefore they have freedom. But freedom means enough doing cute things, enough being a monkey mind. Because the monkey mind is not going to get us anywhere. Because monkeys, what do? Even though they're cute, they jump from one branch to another looking for the best banana, don't they? Yeah, they do. But best banana is not going to get to anything. We have to stop monkey minding and start focusing. And what I mean by focusing, we need to get into 3 things. We need clarity, knowing exactly how much you want to make in 1 month. We work with our clients on the principle, a completely different principle. Does anyone here in this room know exactly how much they're making per 1 hour? 1 hour. My client Anna does. Do you know how much you bring revenue in 1 hour? And you would think that this is profit, right? But no, it's not. We are profit-first professionals, and we do things a little bit different because we believe that the gap is a completely flawed, and we all work with the gap. The gap is a general accounting principle, and that is not working because we've been following this simple formula. Sales minus expenses equal profit. Sales minus expenses equal profit. So we're chasing profits all the time. That is not right. We suggest we do something completely different. Sales minus profit, pay yourself first, equal expenses. And yes, it is a behavior-based methodology, but this is what we work off. And it works amazing. So anybody who has a business that's anywhere between $500 to $1 million should be taking home 15%. Should keep owner's pay at 20%. These are the numbers that you guys need to keep in your business. And I know this is something different for everybody to look at, but that works. And for our client, that transformed their life, transformed their time, and they created company that really worked for themselves, for the dreams. You can reach me. If this speaks to you at all, if you want to know a little bit more, you guys can come and talk to us a little bit later. Thank you so much.